Hi, my name is Kevin Bills, architect with ISG, and I'm going to be talking about the Crosse Center expansion and renovation and going into some more detail in preparation for the public information meeting next week, Tuesday. So what you see here is the arena floor level. So similar to what's been shown in the past, we're just getting to more specifics now. So again, we have Front Street here on the west, Riverside Park, the arena, the exhibit hall. What we're showing here, and this is something that will be talked about more, is what size should the exhibit hall be? Should it be half size or this full size, which is approximately 15,000 square feet? The other components that are happening here is we have coming down from what would be above is the entrance hall. We have a stairs and elevators and escalators coming down onto a concourse and then entering the exhibit hall or potentially entering the arena floor. And then we also have renovated restrooms, concession stands on this level as well. And we'll talk about deferred maintenance components a little bit more later on. So this is the concourse level. So this would be the level that the majority of visitors enter in at on the 2nd Street side. Again, this is the Front Street side over here, Riverside Park. And so what we're looking at here is this would be also the downtown side. We have a main entrance hall that people will come in and then be able to choose to go up to the ballroom, which we'll talk about a little bit, down to the North Hall level, or come into the arena for an arena event. The other key thing is also they have the ability to go along this corridor that would connect down to South Hall. So everyone, the majority of our visitors can come in through the new main entrance but still get to South Hall inside the building without having to cut through the concourse or go outside.
So all that light gray area is inside the building.
That's correct.
Whereas right now you would have to go outside the building to go from one side to the other.
Yep, that's correct. So the other key thing is we've also incorporated into this renovated area. So this would be coming up from the entrance hall with stairs, elevators, or escalators. And what we have are some meeting rooms adjacent to the arena. A couple of these we do want to talk to and share. We've put together concepts to, just as sort of an idea that they could become really suites that would look out onto the arena floor. And so those could be dual functioned as meeting rooms, or during an arena event they could be used as suites, or standing room only would be the other option. So we've seen that as a common trend with a lot of arenas nowadays, is just getting different seating types, different ways to create revenue, and so that could be a good opportunity as we're looking to redo the seating in the arena as well. And also something that was a suggestion is we could even look at doing some operable walls along our passage area, our pre-function area, and that would even allow them to extend out into that with the operable partitions. So, as we get into more detail, that's something that we'll talk to, the board and the staff about and see, what are the pros and cons of doing something like that.
So the pre-function area, tell me more about what that is. Sure. Why do we need that?
So the pre-function area, so again, our visitors are coming up from the entrance hall, up the stairs, elevators, escalators, down the corridor, and the pre-function area, what that is just a way to get everyone into the ballroom, but it also allows space for, maybe prior to an event there is likely to be, if it's a portable bar, or there could even be some, temporary like exhibit booths, that sort of thing. Those can be set out along there as well. So it's really, there may be even some like a temporary dining bar, that sort of thing up there. So it really allows the flexibility that you need for the ballroom, and getting everyone out is really the primary goal, but it serves a dual function of like sort of a pre-event space.
Yeah, the pre-function area. The other ballroom is where we're holding the public input session.
Yeah. So what's interesting is, so that one, it can fill up really fast, And that's specifically because in that scenario, which is down here, the ballroom is here, meeting rooms are just on the other side of that pre-function area. So you have both things going on both sides of it. This won't seem as cramped because it is located all on one side. So it's not as wide as the South Hall one, but we only have, it's not double loaded as far as a ballroom and meeting rooms on the other side. So it's not, the overall width is a little bit less than the South Hall one, but it's appropriate because it's only, occupied space on one side.
So the ballroom is still going to be up in the air like the previous concept,
Correct.
idea.
Yep.
But it stops at the sidewalk, is that right?
That's correct, yeah. So the property line along the west, we have to stay back from that, obviously, to the east of that property line. So it goes basically approximately to the sidewalk or just over the sidewalk at Riverside Park. So.
Okay, so is there, like, this is all of our levels, right?
Yeah, so that's all the levels. There's likely to be a mechanical room above the kitchen area and then a mechanical room above the restroom area, but those are really just for mechanical equipment. We can look at doing stacked meeting rooms, and so the value behind stacked meeting rooms is if you think about a ballroom at approximately 12,500 square feet. Ideally, we want to offset all of those, 720 people into meeting rooms so that they can, have their breakout spaces and such. So
like if you go to a conference,
yeah,
you have, a time when you're all together in the big ballroom, and then you kind of go off into smaller, classes or what
correct.
have you.
Yes, yep. And so right now the meeting rooms are approximately 5,500 square feet. So that's what, again, we had a West concept that fit within the budget, and so that's what it is right now. What the dollars that are remaining within the budget beyond that, the base, that is a bolt-on component is double stacking those meeting rooms, and so then we could, that would be pushing 11,000 square feet. So that's, pretty comparable to the size of this as far as offsetting those people.
So there would actually be room for everybody in the ballroom to then go off their separate ways
correct.
Into the meeting rooms.
Yep. So that's one of the bolt-ons. Another one is, so this is our pre-function area here. One of the bolt-ons that's been discussed is having a outdoor rooftop area. And so this is actually the roof of the new North Hall. And so that could be our outdoor rooftop area. So that would be, there's obviously a cost to doing that as far as putting down a paver system over the roof or creating some sort of landscaping like a green roof up there as well. So that's another bolt-on component is if that is important to the community, to the board, and to the staff. We just wanted to share a little bit more information on how that potential meeting room that would overlook the arena could work out. And so what I have is a 3D view that's going to be walking in this door right here into the meeting room and then looking out onto the arena. So I'm going to switch views here and change to this. So this is that door into the meeting room that we said. This is a 3D view or a 3D walkthrough. So this will be walking into that meeting room from the hallway. So this is the meeting room and just traditional chairs and such. So the neat thing about this idea is that it can be used for meeting room for convention type meeting space. So there would be window treatments covering the windows. But then if it's going to be used for like standing room only or as a suite for an arena event, that there's is a glass wall, and then there would also be probably doors on each end, and then to an outdoor seating area that would allow people to come out here at a high top and watch an event that's happening in the arena. So this is where the arena seating is being replaced and that stuff. The arena seating is not shown right now. The layouts are in progress, but be able to really increase capacity in that perspective by having meeting rooms that look out onto the arena and dual function as standing room only or suites potentially.
Very cool. And for the record, it is not going to be all gray.
Correct. Yes, these are not colors. These are just the standard colors that the virtual walkthrough creates.